list. We talked about yesterday tuples. We talked about sets as well. And this is one of the examples that you are seeing at my screen is related with the set. And the key property of set, as we are aware of, it doesn't accept duplicate values, right? And of course, it starts from curly braces. Tuples are where it starts from general brackets or small brackets, and list it starts from square brackets. Okay, in list you do not you can perform n number of operations. You can add values there, you can extend list, you can remove, you can pop. If you want to insert in between, you can do that operation as well in list. If I'm coming to tuple, tuples are unchangeable. Whatever you have assigned to tuple first time, you won't be able to change that. Primarily we use tuples in order to save the data, right? And then we can make a copy of tuples and we can start using that, right? We do not let end user reach out to our data set easily by using tuples. By using set, we are getting a new feature basically, and that feature is avoiding the duplicate values. In case if we have huge data set or wherever you want to remove duplicate or redundant data, you are free to use sets. I hope everybody is clear with this general explanation of these three types of data variables. Okay, I will give you a few more example of set in order to explain its few more properties or features. As we discussed yesterday, we talked about copy. It means we have copied this same set in x2 and we must have printed it. Then after that, we removed 89 value or from our element, 89 element from copied set, and then we try to print it. In case if you want to remove, let's suppose there are two ways to remove any element. One is of course based upon like if you want to remove based upon element, then you can do, or pop is also one of the inbuilt function we have that we can use it for removing any element. So if I use that pop means it will basically
Ashish, sorry to interrupt, but just a quick question. When you copy x1 to x2, so this x2 is also a tuple, right?
No, we are talking about set. This is set. Curly braces means set.
Oh,
Okay. So x2.pop, it means we are trying to remove something. So it will remove based upon its own choice. And then we can print it x2. So it will again, because I will have to remove this. And here you will see, here elements in first printing, in first outcome, we have element count as 5. Now when we use pop, here element count is 4. So it means it has removed 34. All right. So pop is also one of them. We have few interesting inbuilt functions in sets, and those are more like if you want to check duplicate, if you want to intersect two sets, then you can use intersection. We have union as well. So let me get you those examples quickly. So I will create one set first of all. This set would be it starts from curly braces. I'm writing, let's suppose let's make it fruits. Well, banana, mango. Nowadays mangoes at the market. Orange. All right, and let's suppose here we have, let's repeat it again, adding banana once again. Right, so here, though I added, but if I want to print S1, it will, what would be the outcome of it? Quick question.
It will remove duplicate and print everything.
What is that?
Banana.
Banana. So it will print only 4. Though
Yes.
from user, in case, just assume in case this set is retrieving data or pulling data from any database or any table, and we have duplicate values, but if you are taking outcome of this set, it will show you only it will remove all redundant values from that. Does this make sense? Okay, let's talk about union as well. So if I want to use S2 and I want to add few new things there, right? I want to add 45, 78, and let's suppose this is S2, and so for S1 dot here you can see, or S2, let's convert or transfer this to any new one, S3, let's note it. So you must, okay, let me clean it. So, let me execute. So you must be seeing S1 was, it had all fruits name, but S2 was carrying, let's suppose, those fruits values. So I can, let me change this to a value. 60 rupees kg. Orange 90 rupees kg. Let's execute it. Looks better. Okay, so here you can see it has extended that along with its values. So now S1 and S2 both are united. All right. In similar way, if you see like intersection, you must be seeing intersection as well. But for that, I will have to design a new set values. New example for intersection. Again, S1. Let's make it simple. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, which are S2. 3, 4, 5, or 6. So wherever it has intersection, it will not show that part actually. Okay, so it is intersecting at 4 and 5, 3 and 4. Let me do it. So it will show you 1, 2, and sorry, it will show you value where it is intersecting actually 3 and 4. So S1 dot intersection S2. S3. S3. So you can see it is intersecting at 3 and 4, and this is what it has highlighted. These are inbuilt features. In similar way, if you want to utilize few more, you can continue to use them. Clear, copy, difference we talked about, intersection we talked about. It has many other, couple more. You can practice them by your own pace. Okay, any questions on this before we talked about the next variable type, and which is dictionary, I'm sorry. Yep.
So Ashish, how it printed like banana, apple, then 45, then 78, then orange, mango, then 90, 60. With union, right? With union, it is printing this random.
So you must have seen, if I'm printing S1, let's suppose I discussed this yesterday. I'm printing only S1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a sequence, right, Anuj?
Yeah, correct.
Let me print this 2, 3 times. 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
okay, I
4.
remember. Okay, got it. It will be random. Okay, sorry.
It has a
Yes,
feature of
yes.
keeps on
Oh,
changing its
okay,
places.
okay, okay. Got it, got it. I thought it is just happened with some requirement.
If I'm re-executing this, by chance it is.
But it is not doing now, but I think.
It changes the value. Wait, pick this one.
So what is this? I am not getting that.
What is that?
So was that print S1, S1 and S1 actually?
No, we were just trying to show the same thing again and again. Let me give you this example. So here you can see apple, banana, and orange. This is in a sequence, but if I'm re-executing it, it will change its location, indexing location as well. Okay, so whenever interpreter is reading, it is one of the default property of your set. So it keeps on changing its location, locations or indexes. Okay. Well, it has few more features, guys. We can use difference as well. If you want to see, we can talk about difference. Like these are kind of a features of your sets that you can use. Like if I give you another important feature, guys, that you will use would be okay. So when we work in our general programming, as I said, in many of the areas, there would be a need where you need to change your variable type. Like if I'm asking you data type, like if I'm asking you to change your set into a list, or a list into a set, or into a tuple, then we can do that as well. And why do we need to perform that? For example, I'm asking you, it's a list, it's a set, right? In this set, I want to perform insertion in between, which is not possible here because S1 doesn't has any insertion method, but list is having. Let me put a list as well. इसी को list बनाते हैं. So this is list. If I am trying to show you dot insert, dot insert. So for insert, for list, we have different set of inbuilt functions, and many of them are not available in for tuple as well as for set. So what you can do, in case if there is a requirement where you need to perform certain actions which is not available in that particular data type, what you can do, you can accordingly convert your data type into the second data type, right? So for example, here, I hope you guys are following me. This is a bit tricky example, but I'm just sharing you guys. What I'm trying to say, if I'm asking you to insert a value in S1, you won't be able to do that because it doesn't has that inbuilt function. Anuj, Yashwant, Manu, are you guys getting?
Yeah, correct. I think that is the only possible way to make it.
So that's the only possible way. And how would you convert that? That I'll demonstrate you here. So S1 is where we have all these things, and I want to convert this to a list. So LST equals to list, and very simple. It's a very simple way. If you want to convert, simple, right? S1 here, and then print list. How would you recognize whether this conversion is of what type of data? Then you can see that in your outcome as well. If I execute this, let me save it first. You will see this, like our sets are used to of having curly braces, but list is used to of having square braces, right? And here your outcome is on into a square bracket. It means you have converted your S1 to a square bracket. Does this help? Now let's perform one action as well, as I said. So list is nothing but the converted value of set. I want to add insert here. I can insert. Where do you want to insert? Let's suppose I want to insert on second value, second index, on an index value of second, and I want to add. What do you want to add here? Any fruit name? Watermelon. Let's execute this. And once we are adding, it means it would be now 5, correct? But it would be a list only. So we have added watermelon after banana, right? And now, because your list is having additional value, you can convert it back to a tuple. So, not tuple, convert back into set, because we are coming from the set. So, how would you do that? Set and ls set, and this is lst. Lst is nothing but the list name what you took. Okay. Now print st. St is nothing but the set. I hope you guys are getting me.
Yeah, correct, Ashish.
Just beautifying this program for making it easy for you guys. And this one is set. Sorry. So you see, list was this, and now because you have added a value, where is that value? Watermelon. It has a property of changing its location. That is why it has changes this to from 0, 1, 2 to 1. So you can see this, like you had a set of 5 values where we had a duplicate value. When we converted it to list, it removed the duplicate value because of its default feature, and then you added a new element over there, and then you converted it back to a set. That's how you can play with your programs wherever there is a need of making any changes or tweaking of data. In similar way, you can play with tuples as well. We can easily convert tuple to a list or to a set. Let me get you one example of that as well quickly, if you want to see. I hope you guys are clear with this one, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tuple लेते हैं. Tuple 1 कर देते हैं. Tuple 1. Tuple, how do we start tuple? Anyone? Small brackets, very simple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, simple. And let's convert this to a list. How would we syntax and the approach would be same here as well. Okay. Now please guide me. How should I convert this to a list? Anyone wants to try? What should I write here?
It will be this tuple dot
No.
list
no.
dot okay.
List.
Dot.
No, not dot. It would be. It is a function. It's a method where we are supplying tuple 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, correct.
Okay. Now let's print list. Oh, sorry. Let's save and execute it. You can see tuple was starting with small brackets. Now we have converted this to a list, and you can see that list here. The list is being displayed in square brackets. If you want to convert this to a set, then syntax would be same. Despite of writing list, you can use set. Let me do that as well. One line program. Why we are doing it? Because it totally depends on your problem statement. In case there is a need, you want to tweak with your data, then in that case you can convert those properties. Okay. So the same value would be in inverted commas now. Let me clean this. Can you see it? Okay. Any questions on this? All right. With this, now we have almost covered 3 sections of our arrays, and those are list, set, tuple. Now we are going to talk about dictionaries as well. Okay, dictionaries is more structured. Basically, dictionary data type is more structured, where we are used to using 2 values. It is used to using keys and values, and it starts with brackets as well, guys. Let me get you one example of dictionary. So, for example, dictionaries, DICTION. Okay, so dictionaries start again from the curly braces. Let's talk about its properties first. Properties. Dictionaries store values in key and value pair. This is very, very important, guys, because this is a different feature, altogether a different feature. When we are using key and value, it means we are structuring our data into a user-friendly way. And then it uses, again, this is also, this is number 1, this is number 2. Number 2, it doesn't accept duplicate. It doesn't accept duplicate values. Okay, this is very similar to what we have in sets, and it starts with value braces. Same. Okay, let's create a the dictionary here. और school भी ले सकते हो. These are good examples. I'm taking one example of a person. So this person can have, see, in many places you will see in this way, like if I'm making, let's suppose हिमांशु का एज भी लेते हैं, और हिमांशु का कहाँ रहता है बंदा, उसका सिटी भी लेते हैं. हमने लिया उसका सिटी पुणे. So far it is nothing but a set, and all these are elements or values. In layman terms, we are used to calling them values as well. But if you are using its another pair, and that pair name is key, then it will automatically convert itself to a dictionary. How should we use that keys? So Himanshu is nothing but a name. The syntax is use name and then use this separator. So it is making this set to a dictionary, converting this set to a dictionary. Now its age, again colon 30, this is nothing but the city, and city is Pune. So the moment you start using this concept or this particular logic or syntax, it will start treating that particular data set as a dictionary. You can make it more user friendly, guys, in order to make it readable. What you can do is start using in this way, because usually you will see a lot of data would get supplied in the dictionaries. If I'm making it for a school, you will see for a school we will have many other data as well, right? We have sections as well, we have their hobbies as well, we have their their roll number, their identity, etc, etc. So there would be many other fields. So in that case you can better to use this format. Okay, so it means at the end of first variable you will have to use comma, and then only you can add your new variable in that. Okay, so that's a very simple syntax of any dictionary. If you want to print this dictionary, go to this, print person. So we are adding all features of person here. I will cancel it, execute it. So you will see complete dictionary is being displayed as an outcome of this program. Any questions on this? We will talk about keys and values. I'll help you to understand what is key and what is value and how to utilize that. All right. Silence says no. All right. So let me help you to understand how to retrieve a value from a dictionary. Okay, if I want to play with 30 age, if I want to play with city, if I want to play with Himanshu, then the simple concept is, because they have given us another value for retrieving the another variable for retrieving the value, the better to utilize that. If I want to use age, then I can simply go ahead and use that age. So person age. So go ahead, you use that key, and then you can see the age. If I want to use person, and then you want to which value you want to retrieve. Let's suppose you want to retrieve name as well. So it means you are saying, you are asking Python to retrieve name and age from this dictionary. And here we go. Then you will see the name of this person is Himanshu, and the age that we retrieved is 30. Okay. Now, if you want to change that, I think someone asked me this question last time as well. If you want to change, let's suppose you want to update it. Okay, age, and how would you do that? Person, simply use that key and add that 35. Now if you are, or let's choose this. If you want to print, then it will show you the modified value. Okay, you can see that here. Alright, in similar way, if you want to play with the values, so far we are retrieving things from keys. If you want to play with the values are nothing but that this is key, this is value, then you can play with the values as well. So if I want to play with this, dot values. Any questions, please? Alright, let's go ahead, and then you can see now Himanshu 30, and here it is showing you the list of all values. In similar way, guys, play around with the functions. Click on this person dot, and you can see where are the keys, items as well you can use. Okay, let's use items, and you will see the list of all items. Okay, 3 items are there. If you want to play with the what do we call it, key, then you can use the key as well here. I will copy and paste this time. Any questions with this fundamental principle of dictionary? So this is example of all keys. This is example of item, but primarily what we are going to use in our coming programs, that would be key and values. Of course, primarily we will play with the values. That is why it is very important to understand this method and this method. Row number 119 and 121. Any questions on this? All right, no means I think everything is clear. All right. Okay, so with that said, I would like to move to the next subject, and that is our conditional statement. Conditional statements are nothing but the if and else. So in like Mhm.
Sorry again to interrupt. I am struggling with unmuting my system. Just a quick question on this values you shows, right? So we can in fact also use this positions, right? Also, like instead of value, we can just say person zero, sorry, person 0, person 1, person 2, and it will fetch the same values, right? Instead of putting the actual value, we can just put the like a stack wise position 0, 1, 2, then also it will give the same value. Yeah.
You are talking about indexing.
Indexing, yes. Sorry, yeah, indexing, yes.
We usually don't use indexing. I've never seen that, but we can try it quickly.
Okay, thanks.
Because the main part of this is the main utilization of any dictionary is to work on the keys only. Person dot index. Yeah, we don't have any indexing here, and in case if you are using this section as well, in that case you will see only value of your keys, right? Let me try this one. Yeah, it is showing error. No, this is not possible here, because it works based upon keys and values only. Yashwant, does this answer? I think again he got stuck. Mute. Okay, so this is all about list, tuple, set, and dictionaries, guys. We will be using this frequently. Whatever topics we have covered so far, we will keep on using them in our next program, so that it will help you to recall those features and properties. All right. So today let's talk about if and else as well. The moment you talk about if and else, it means one thing comes into mind, that is condition. That is why we are used to calling it conditional statements. So what does it mean, if and else? So by using if and else, it means we are asking Python interpreter to work based upon certain conditions. It means if you have if, and then if you have else, it means we have two blocks, right? And you have encapsulated, or you are binding your code in a block, and that would execute once that X condition is satisfied. If that X condition is not satisfied, then it will execute another set of code which is given in the second block. So this is simple if and else. Let me get you one example of if and else. Condition states if else. Okay, let's suppose my age is 45, and I want to see if my age is greater than equals to a more 18. Then it's a syntax, guys. So whenever we are writing any if and else, it talks about first you write if, okay, then you need to write a condition. Condition is, for this program, condition is we are checking if age is equals to greater than equals to 18, then you need to use this pointer, and then you need to add that command. What do you want this program to execute? I'm simple printing as of now. I do not have any instructions except of printing. So I'm saying you are eligible for voting. Else को बाद में देखते हैं. Let's execute it first. Or let's execute. You guys are already aware of this. Else, what do you want to print? Sorry, you are not yet eligible. Eligible for what? Let's execute this program, guys. Very simple program. So it is printing you are eligible for vote. And if you want to make it dynamic, what will we do? We will. Can anyone please help me? We discussed this many times. We'll take inputs from user. And what's the method? Input. Please enter your age. And then when you are taking enter, will it work? Yes, no, will it work, guys?
No, we need to break also, like after
What break?
the value we need to put, right? Like whatever we are getting from this print.
Okay, let's execute this then.
Okay.
And let's see the outcome. As per me, it should not work, but let's test. Coding is all about run and run and learn. Yeah, 23 I'm adding.
Yes.
But it didn't work. It is throwing one error. And what is that error? It is talking about not supported between instance of string and int. What does it mean? It means it is struggling
So
to
we need to use commas.
Commas. Where do you want to use comma?
Your age.
Age.
Yeah, inverted commas. Before inverted commas. Yeah, after inverted commas in age. Yeah.
What do you want to use here? What should I write? Tell me.
Sorry.
A? No, it doesn't work in that way. Well, let's understand this outcome. So the program is asking us, it is giving us a hint what is happening. Of course, this is showing an error, right? The error is talking about it is not supporting between instance of string and int. What are we doing? What operation we are performing here? This age is carrying a integer. We are comparing this age from one integer. Am I right? So it should be an integer. But here the default property of input function is to get data in form of string. So when it asked me to enter my age, I entered 23. Though this 23 is a numeric character for me, but for Python it is taking, because of input feature property, it is taking this as a string, right? And that is why here the comparison is happening between a string and a integer, which is not possible. So we should convert this, and in order to convert, we have another function int. Let's start using that. It means now whatever you are supplying here, I supply 23. We are converting that to a integer value, and that is going to age. Now here you are comparing integer to integer. Does this make sense? Will it work now? Let's type. Let's clean it. Execute. I want to say 33. You are eligible for vote. Does this help everyone?
Yes.
Great. So in
Yes, sir.
wonderful. So if and else, the main point is to understand syntax of if and else and the way it works. So here in this program, please observe, it has given us two blocks. First block is this, and this block would get executed once your condition is satisfied. And in case if this condition is not satisfied, then it will automatically go to the second block. It means your code is being executed under certain conditions. That's what if and else work. Okay. Now let's go to the definition of it. See, conditional statement in Python is handled if statements, and we saw various other ways we can use conditional statements. If conditional statements like Python if else over here. If condition is, it is used when you need to print out the result when one of the condition is true or false. Else, it is used when you want to print out the statement when you can you go on mute, please? I'm getting a background. So else condition is, it is used when you want to print out the statement when your one condition fails to meet the requirement. And after that we have else if as well. Elif. We in our layman terms we call it else if, but in Python it is elif. Okay. Let's take one example of elif as well, guys. I hope so far everybody is clear. Indirectly we must have used this here and there. So let's use another program. Let's come. This program was for check the eligibility of age of voting rights. Okay, now next program, let's write that program as well here. Elif, must be having something. So let's use this program. Here we are using elif. We are trying to say A is carrying 200, B is carrying 33, and we are checking if whether B is greater than A or not. Let's use this one. Or if you want to ask, if you want me to write some more interesting one, then I can write that as well. Tell me, should we go with this one, or should we write a new? Okay, let's write.
Yes.
Let me write a new program, one interesting one. So program should be for check grade of student, or check the student grade. Okay, so marks. Let's make it again input field. Please enter your marks or percentage. Your percentage. Okay.
Nashish, that indentation is also very important, right?
Very, very important. Yes.
How we can know that understand, because here it is pink and color, it is we can differentiate it, but still sometimes.
The indentation is very, very important, Anuj, because sometimes it shows error and it becomes very difficult to understand that error because of indentation. Well, that's why I personally recommend everyone to use Visual Studio Code, because it has that color coding system. But of course, indentation would get, would be, you can hands-on indentation by practice only. That's the only way. Okay, so again, if marks, help me to write this please, greater than equals to 90%. Okay, then the person is having A grade. Your grade is
I think we need to put integer also, marks that if we are taking
integer as well. Yes. How about that? Here we're talking about, right?
yes.
Perfect. I'll tell you this in a simple way, and then we'll enhance it. Let me make it simple first, and then we will enhance it. Okay. So here it is working like it will enter number here. It will check. बंदे ने 90 एंटर किया तो A grade होगा. Else alif. We will use alif here again. Alif and then colon and then print. I will use the same print as copy and paste. In alif again condition. Let's put condition marks. देते हैं 80 आते हैं तो हम उनको बोलते हैं B. Go ahead. alif marks आते हैं 70, हम बोलेंगे C grade. Okay. else या alif आप और भी लिख सकते हो. marks आते हैं 60, तो D grade. else E grade पता नहीं होता है कि नहीं होता है, but I'm writing E as well. होता है शायद. Yes. Okay, so now it's a very simple program, guys, where we are. Please tell me.
Excuse me, sir. No, so we have to give the conditions like alif marks. There should be 90 to 80.
That we can of course we can modify it further, right? We can use we can write a different program for it. And conditions or conditions. So here such kind of conditions as well we can use. You are right. You are absolutely right. So in case if this is greater than 80 and less than 90, then we can make it like the person is B grade guy. Okay, we can make it more better. That's what I'm saying. I'm just writing a very simple way, in a very simple way. You are absolutely right.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so let me execute it now. Okay, so please enter your percentage. My percentage is, let's suppose, 91. It will say your grade is A. Let's re-execute it. Your percentage is, let's suppose, 85. It will say your grade is P. So, in case if we are saying, let's re-execute. Your percentage is 45. You are E grade. Your grade is E. Does this help everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
For example, if I'm putting a wrong thing, let's say some letter like B or A something, then what error it is giving?
First of all, it will not entertain that. Okay, let's execute and let's see. Very nice question. And in case if, let's suppose, user is providing some invalid values, so it will show you some error. But now, how to handle it? For that, we will learn a new topic that will be exception handling. Okay, Anuj?
Okay, so anything like 1B or something with number and we are mixing, it will not take, right? It needs only integer, complete integer value.
Complete integer, correct.
Okay.
All right. Like Manu said, we can execute this program as well, guys. These are nothing but we are using logical conditions here. Like here in this program, I'm using and like let's execute this. Or as well, we are using. We have a condition for nested if as well. So let me get you a better program. Okay, it's a good input. One more logical program. So let's comment it out. I hope so far it's clear to everyone. It was very simple, guys, right? Now you want to see. Now you want to see a logical condition within if and else. So let's use a login program. Okay, we will check here user ID and password both of a user. In case if both are satisfying the condition, then only it will show us entry. Otherwise, it will show us invalid user and password message. Okay, user name. Let's take input here. Input. Please enter your username. Copy, paste, password. Replace this. Password. Please enter your password. Help me to write this, please. I would really like that. How should I start it? I want to validate user ID and password both. What should I write? How should I write?
So we need to put a username equals to, let's say, any name. If username
equals to let's suppose admin. हम usually admin लेते हैं ना?
Right.
Admin. Now
and password equals to, let's say, password
equals to कुछ भी लिख दो. admin ही ले लेते हैं. Admin 1 2 3 कर देते हैं. चलो.
Right. Then okay, it will be
of course indentation we need to take care of. Once you are coming to the next line, press tab. Okay.
Tab. Okay.
Yeah. I think this is what you were talking to me.
Yes.
Because I am habitual now. That's what I.
Sometimes tabs and space also make differences. Actually, it will not reflect in the normal notepad.
Right. So it's a good point. We should always because this is I'm used to it. Enter, click tab. It's a part of your indentation. Okay. Now
print like you are authorized.
You are authorized.
Or user is valid.
AU authorized. Yes, authorized. Welcome to this page. Or you have been logged in successfully. Any message you can print.
Yeah, correct.
Else
we can put invalid user. Else then
we missed that syntax.
Else then colon that
invalid user.
Invalid user.
Invalid user. Please check your user ID or password, etc. Whatever message you want to be. It is up to you. But this is a demonstration of your logical condition, logical statement. Will it really work, guys? I'm seeing one error. What is that error? On which line?
155.
155. And this error is here. Yes. It is talking about no quick fix, view problem. Expected. No. It is not talking about. Okay. So whenever we are talking about this operator, this equals to is nothing but an operator. Okay. What it does, it basically initialize it is helping us to initialize the variable. Okay. It means if I'm asking a equals to 4034 or a equals to Python, it means what? We have initialized a variable where we have assigned a value Python. It means here as well we are assigning a value here, but we want to compare. For comparison, we have a separate operator that is equals to equals to equals to equals to. Okay, very important point. Let's execute it now. User ID, I'm saying Ashish. Password, I'm saying Ashish. 1, 2, 3. It will go to invalid user. Please check your password. I will re-execute it. Admin. Password, I'm asking AAA. Invalid user.
So both the conditions should satisfy, then only we will get.
Both the conditions. Yes. So admin, what was it? 1, 2, 3. You are authorized.
And if in case we are putting in place of and, we are putting or, so I think it will also, if any one information is correct, it will allow.
Then in that case, it will go inside. Right. Do all the such practices. Okay. I hope you understood the concept of logical conditions as well within if and else.
Absolutely.
Okay. Any questions on this program? Nested if program as well, I can see here. Nested if means if you want to run any program, if you want to run if else within if else, then you can use nested if else. Okay. So in this program, if I explain you this one, x is having 41 and we are checking if x is greater than 10, then we are printing this is above 10. And in case if this is greater than 20, then we are saying this is about 20 as well. Okay, we are basically using nested if and else here. If you want, I can run this as well. Otherwise, this is self-explanatory. All right. Do you want me to run this? Let's execute program 3. Program 4. Nested. Oh, copy and paste is not working. अरे यार सच्चा मैं लिख ही देता हूँ. Leave it. Okay, so x was 40 and we are saying like if x is greater than 10, I should use colon and we need to print the entered value is and entered value is greater than 10. Now, in case if you want to use nested if else, make sure after indentation only. After within if you will have to use tab and then you will have to use that if and else. So nested means another if else within that parent one. If x is greater than 20. That's what they said, na? 20 and then else, yeah. Print command is this value is greater than 20 as well. It's got 10 numeric, be consistent. Why it is showing error? Because the indentation is not correct, right? Yeah. Else. This is a very good point what you raised today, Anuj. Indentation is very, very important. Otherwise, we will keep on disturbing. So whenever we are using, we need to take care of that indentation. Okay. Now it's not greater than 20. I'm writing a message simple. Let's execute it. That's all right. Not a problem. Else यहाँ पे भी else डाल सकते हो आप. Else and print value is less than 10. Less than or equal to 10. Let's execute. Let's make it int input is enter any. Okay, so which value I'm entering? I want to enter 35. Correct? Oh, sorry. We should unconnect this first. It is executing all of the programs. Okay, 45. So entered value is 10, greater than 10, and this value is greater than 20 as well. If I am entering let me enter this 15. It's not greater than 20, but this value is greater than 10. Okay, because I entered 15. Let's execute one more time. I want to enter 9. This value is less than or equals to 10. Does this make sense? So these are generic programs that is helping us to understand the concept of if and else, and in case if you want to add those conditions within an if and else, you can go ahead with that, right? We used logical operators there. We used nested loops as well, nested if and else within if and else. Along with this if and else, let's suppose if you want to execute, you want to break your program into multiple blocks, then you can use elif as well. Does this make sense, everyone?
Yes, Ashish. Like Ashish, what is then? Like if then also is also.
No, that
same
yeah.
as,
No, that is part of our other languages. Here we use if and only.
Okay, because in some of scripts which I'm using, it is using if and then. So I thought maybe it is same.
Yeah, this is
Else.
same actually. This is same.
Okay.
All right. I would suggest you to write few other programs, like a very generic program is designing a calculator. What I need. So design a calculator where you are asking user to enter whether he is willing to do addition, subtraction, division or multiplication, and accordingly it should perform that operation on value A and value B. Can you please write this program, and I would like to see that in tomorrow morning class.
Sure. Ashish.
Okay, wonderful. I would like to take a pause here. If you have any questions, we can discuss right away.